Hey guys, today we have a 2025 Acura Integra Type S. Now, a few months ago, I had a chance to spend a week with the FL5 Type R, and just like the FK8 generation, it enchanted me with its fantastic engine, great 6-speed manual, awesome suspension tuning, and practicality. Now, I'm not gonna reinvent the wheel by saying that the Acura Integra Type S is a more massaged version of the Civic Type R. The cars obviously share the same platform. It's Honda's global architecture. We get strut front suspension, multi-link in the back, combined with adaptive dampers. The body was changed compared to its regular counterparts. It's wider to accommodate for wider front and rear tracks. Wheelbase is the same. The Type S, compared to the Civic Type R, gets a 5 horsepower bump, meaning the K20C engine now produces 320 horsepower. It's the same 310 pound-feet of torque, 6-speed manual, LSD, all stays the same. When it comes to the suspension tuning, the Integra is slightly softer, and you can tell it on a daily basis or uneven pavement on a curvy back road like this that we have right now. It doesn't feel as overdamped as the Civic Type R does, so that's good news. We also get extra tech features: front and rear parking sensors, rain sensing wipers, head-up display. The styling is a little bit less aggressive, if you will. We don't get that huge ass wing in the back, but this is a personal preference. Now, since we're on my favorite back road, let's put it in Sport Plus first. Downshift into second, not fourth. And we get torque steer. Kind of expected when you have a front-wheel drive car with that amount of torque. Super responsive engine. There is not much turbo lag, but this thing is hella fast. Wow. Brakes have a great initial bite. You can modulate your braking power very precisely. VTEC kicks in into fourth. The shifter is amazing. It's typical Honda gearbox. Steering gives us a nice feedback. We know what's happening with the front axle. Oh man. A little bit of rev hang, but that's typical for Honda engines. It's not as bad as it is in the Civic Si or the Integra A-Spec with a 6-speed manual. Oh man, I love driving this thing. On a smooth pavement, the Sport Plus mode is fantastic. This is the equivalent of Sport in the Civic Type R. Rev matching works great. A little bit of body roll, but it's that nice body roll. Now, one of my favorite things about the Civic Type R and the Integra Type R is when you're in the corner, lift off, you get that oversteer. The car rotates very nicely and puts a huge smile on your face. I would love to take this thing to autocross course or a racetrack because I can imagine how great this thing drives. It's probably one of the best front-wheel drive chassis ever designed, and oh, I love it. I just love it. So the Integra Type S received modified exhaust system. There's no front resonator, and we get those pops and bangs that the Civic Type R doesn't get. This is just beautiful. I think I like it more than the Civic Type R because it is softer. And that translates into a more comfortable ride on a daily basis. I know some people swap the adaptive suspension module from the Type S into the Type R. It costs $300. If I were to buy, which I might, the Civic Type R, I would definitely swap those suspension modules. Lift off, oversteer, and nice rotation. As we get on the highway, let's talk about what it's been like to live with the Integra Type S for the past few days. Well, let me tell you what, I don't want to give it back. It's amazing as a daily. In the comfort mode, it is soft. It is softer than the Civic Type R, and it does a very good job with soaking up all the road imperfections. The cabin is quieter compared to the CTR as well. You get more damping materials. There's less wind noise and road noise. The tires are slightly different, even though both get Michelin Pilot Sport 4S's from the factory. As I mentioned in the beginning, Acura has more tech features that are not necessary but are nice to have on a daily basis. We get front and rear parking sensors, rain sensing wipers, head-up display. All those features, to an extent, can be retrofitted into the CTR, but it actually might cost you more than the $8,000 price difference. All the safety systems work well, they're not intrusive. Typically for a Honda/Acura product, the adaptive cruise control works very well. Same with lane keeping and lane steering assist. Blind spot monitoring is fantastic. Those parking sensors, like I said, are actually useful. I don't like relying on a backup camera. Obviously, I'm not gonna put it in reverse right now, so you have to trust me, but the resolution isn't all that great for a car from 2025. And here we're talking about the luxury product because technically Acura wants to position the Integra Type S as a competitor to cars like a BMW M235i, Audi S3, or a Mercedes CLA 45 AMG. Now, I can tell you right away that of all those cars, the Integra Type S is the best driving one, the best handling one, the most fun one to drive because it's the only one that offers a 6-speed manual. But German competition just offers more luxury and tech features. It would be nice to see ventilated seats. We don't get them. It would be nice to have a heated steering wheel as standard, not an option. But again, it's just first world problems, and you can figure it all out. The only complaint that I have about the Integra Type S is the interior quality could be a little nicer in the premium segment. Here we get nice soft touch materials, but the door in the back, it's all hard plastic. It's almost a carbon copy of Civic's interior, which is not a bad thing. Civic has a very great practical cabin, but I would just like to see a higher quality plastics and different controls. But you can't have everything. I'm happy that both the Civic Type R and the Integra Type R exist, and it's the last generations of cars like that, and I have a very deep appreciation, and I think that either the Integra Type S or the Civic Type R are going to be my next car. Wifey agreed to both of those, so that's great news. There isn't better driving experience for $44,000 in case of the Civic Type R, and around $52,000 for the Integra Type S, only if you can get them for MSRP. Looks like the market is slowing down, so I heard stories of people being able to get those cars at sticker. We'll see what the future brings. I'm really grateful that this is another fantastic Honda product that I had a chance to spend some time with. Obviously, if you guys have any questions, feel free to drop a comment. I'll be more than happy to answer them. If you have any questions of the Civic Type R or the Integra Type S, hit me up. And again, thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you guys later.